Welcome.
I'm playing the Smurf tonight.
And I'm playing the Tin Man's twin brother, sister Gold.
Goldfinger.
Goldfinger.
I'm having trouble smiling because my mask is hardening.
So tonight's episode, we're going to talk about, I guess, like overall like health and well-being and wellness and beauty tips and all kinds of fun things, right?
Yes, well, first of all, your job is to say welcome to T.N.A. Did you say that? Because if you didn't, I will.
Yes. Welcome to T.N.A.
Yes.
But I forgot to say it, so.
I say it. Welcome to T.N.A. Or you already said it. So
welcome to T.N.A.
All right. And then I would, yes, and on that note, what you just said, it made me think about, so I am an artist also. I painted this. And someone told me, I think at first to justify pricing their art so high, but they said that you're not just buying this piece of art. You're buying the years and years and days of those years and all of the time that it took to get to this point to paint this painting. And so in acting, we have a lot of things that we have to do in order to get to where we want to go. And taking care of yourself and believing in yourself and celebrating your uniqueness is part of that.
Yes, I agree 100%. It's interesting, like some people can't justify the money. They think, well, what they got paid to do what? For how much we're out of work, you know? For how much we're out of work and years of rehearsals and the fight, that we're in every day to like auditioning and not getting it. It's so much of it that in the end, the money really, like you said about the art, you're not just paying for that particular work, you're paying for like all of it that person puts into it,
Absolutely, because your art as an actor is your performance.
Yeah.
And in order to get to that place, you have to put years of study and practice into that in order to get to the place where people, how they say, oh, she's an overnight success. Well, that is rarely, and in fact, I have never really heard of that, if that really does happen, because usually that overnight success means that's the first time that she was ever paid by Warner Brothers to do a film, but she has 20 or 30 other credits to her name and started 10 years ago. That's the norm.
Most people that you'll see have been kicking around this town a long time, before they got their big break, if you will, which is probably what people are talking about, an overnight success. They're like, whoa, that person came out of nowhere, they just got that. It's like, that's not true. If you were to look at their resume, you'd see that they're 10, 15, 20 years even,
True.
It's a lot of time and effort that an artist puts into their work.
Mm-hmm. And their business. And that's the thing. You can't just start started being CEO. You're like, oh, well, I'm going to go be the CEO of that architecture firm. No, you're not, because I used to work at one. And, and you start just drawing drawings and AutoCAD. Yeah, you
climb
work
the
your
ladder
way up.
like everywhere else. And what she said earlier is taking care of ourselves. That's huge. Like it is a lot of appearance and taking care of our bodies and our health, and it's a big part of it too. And so we're showing off our masks tonight.
Oh, I just wanted to wear this. I was feeling the inner Smurfdom coming out. Hello, everybody.
I'm new to the mask world, I have to say. I didn't get into too much of the beauty stuff until like later on. I picked up a little from here, a little bit from there, a little bit from there.
She just woke up like that.
I wake up like this. No, we all take, we all are not starting. I mean, yes, I'm personally taking more of an interest in skincare, and I've always had, I don't know, weird skin. I was breaking out since high school, and I tried every product under the sun, but nothing really killed it. And I was like, oh, when I become an adult, that'll be it. And I became an adult, and I still had breakouts, so that's not the case. But I think I'm getting off track. But the masks, this one, I actually brought it. So it's a glowing gold and Manuka honey royal jelly.
Sounds good. I want to
Spa
eat it.
descriptions. I know it looks
Do you have
so
some
pretty.
crackers?
And it's pH balanced, it's hypoallergenic, not tested on animals, and for all skin types. And what it says here is it's reduce the appearance of fine lines and wrinkles by firming and toning the skin. And that's exactly what, at this point in my life, I want to be about. So I'm kind of gearing my face products towards that. And honestly, like at nighttime, I have a little jojoba oil on my face, and that's pretty much what I do. And a retinol oil for around my eyes.
Oh my gosh, if you want me to go into my thing, one moment, please. I feel like I'm gonna have to be like the after
Scroll.
exactly, and I'm gonna like after you talk about a drug, you know, on the commercials, and they're like, and yes, okay, so that's what I do. I do so much that I probably can't even tell you about it all, and if I could, I'd have to kill you. No, seriously. I just threw away my blue mask, but this one is a clay mask, and I just like the color. No.
I love the color. I'm like, I want a blue mask, and I ended up with a gold one, but I do have a pink one. But you'll have to wait till next episode.
Next episode, and she'll wear the pink mask next time. And I'm gonna be going on a date with a blue man later.
Yeah.
So yes, I'm gonna
From the
beat
Blue Man
some
group.
drum. Oh yes, that's what I meant. Not just a blue man. He's not dead. No.
So in conjunction with all the beauty products out there that we tend to want to try and give a try, we also drink plenty of water, and we exercise daily, and we take care of our bodies. And it's not what we were just talking about this kind of right before. It's like not so much again about appearance, but what she had said earlier is like celebrating who you are and your uniqueness.
Yes. And being the best you can be.
Yeah, like being comfortable in your own skin, feeling beautiful, you know, where you're at, and loving yourself. I mean, the basis of like all happiness is like loving who you are, right? And then once you're full in here, like then you can give out there. And,
yeah, because when you love yourself,
that.
you can love other people.
Yeah, and then people recognize that. It's also an energy shift, you know, and you're just filled with more than, you know, I don't know, when you're full with love, then that's when you're really, I think, giving and, you know, sharing your light with the world. And I think that's super important.
Yes, and it's about gratitude. I've noticed there are some people that you just feel really comfortable around, and those people I've noticed, because I'm like, how are they like that? I think I'd like to be like that. I've noticed
when you're comfortable around someone, I mean, it really, it's a beautiful thing, you know, you're just happier.
Yes. And that's the truth. And like when other people make you feel comfortable, that's usually when they're in a place of gratitude. They're grateful to be alive, and they're loving their life and love themselves. Therefore, they're pleasant to be around, because they're just like, hey, you know, what do we have to offer today? Like, what is going to happen today? I'm excited to find out.
And I think what we kind of are on the same page about too is like we're aware that once you start feeling a certain way, and if it's good, that's great, then you start pulling in more. You know, that's that law of attraction, that it exists. You know, we're all energy. It's all energy. So once you start feeling good, and you know, you start pulling in good things, and that's how I got with this one.
We're just
into each
roommates
other's
still
world.
now.
Yeah.
Like it is such a exciting thing whenever you start to like the people that you're around. And
that quote, like your tribe gets smaller, like it's so true. Like it's not about quantity, it's about quality, you know. And I found like in my most, you know, recently that like I'm surrounded by really good fucking people. Pardon, I didn't know if I'm allowed to curse on here. I'm surrounded by really good. I'm very grateful.
She's very adamant about that too. And that's passion.
You know what we're a little bit talking about too is like we weren't raised like, we were raised to look at bodies and images and how we should look and are like us to be a certain way, and I knew I wanted like a straight up and down like skinny body, and like
I wanted that too.
Yeah, like
we don't remember. We showed you in the first episode. That's
know?
not the case around here.
And it's hard to get away from those notions and those limiting beliefs, and there's nothing wrong with looking at it, but it's about embracing who you are and what you bring to the table and loving every bit of yourself.
Yes.
Yeah.
Love yourself.
So we just want to celebrate that, and
no matter
kind
if you're blue.
we promote that, and hope that I wish that I had that when I was a teenager, and just it's a self-love, it's self-awareness, self-confidence, and but we are all on our journeys, and I am where I am, and we are where we are, and I'm grateful for it all, that I can get to this point and say things like this.
Yes, absolutely. I agree, 100%.
Yeah.
I cannot really speak very well anymore. My face is definitely starting
Our
to
faces
lose
are hard, so
motion.
we gotta go wash this stuff off. We want to say thank you for joining us tonight on T.N.A.
Thank you so much.
And we'll see you next time.
Good night.